New at 5:30, sitting down with candidates in the race for governor. I've talked one-on-one with those seeking to lead our state. The most recent candidate to enter the race is Tom Leonard, former prosecutor and state house speaker who stopped by Broadcast House today. He is one of 9 candidates looking to earn your vote and eventually take Governor Whitmer's seat in Lansing.
A prosecutor in Flint, a former Speaker of the House. I was President Trump's U.S. Attorney nominee for the Western District of Michigan, but most importantly, a father. And when people ask me why I'm doing this, it's 3 simple reasons. Hannah, Thomas, and Danny.
In his own words, Republican candidate for governor Tom Leonard telling me he sees tremendous potential for Michigan to thrive by tackling key issues. Is it manufacturing? Is it our economy? What are some of the things that are top of mind for you?
Well, there are several, but when you look at the state of our state right now, Simon, I mean, the first 2 decades of this century, Michigan was 49th out of 50 for population growth.
He says income growth and education are among his top priorities.
Literacy tutors in the classroom to assist these teachers and get these children the help that they need. We can no longer pass a child along if they can't read at a proficient level. Less than 40% of our children, 3rd graders, can read at a proficient level.
He tells me income tax reform is a major focus, along with mental health reform, to help 20% of Michiganders suffering from an issue but not getting the help they need. I also asked Leonard about attracting jobs to our state and his plan to do that. What would you do to support our auto industry and other manufacturing jobs?
Number 1, bring back right to work. I mean, Michigan was middle pack for unemployment a couple years ago until right to work was repealed. Now we're 49 out of 50.
On the topic of mass shootings, Leonard tells me he sees a crisis.
We have to address this crisis. Again, 20% of our state suffers from a mental health issue. Half of them are not getting treatment.
On women's rights, he says he is pro-life, but would not attempt to challenge abortion rights enshrined into the state's constitution. As for infrastructure, Leonard believes more money from taxes at the pump should go to fixing our roads, and he wants to make significant changes to public safety as well, giving more funding, support, and staff for prosecutors, and even changing state police leadership at the top to improve morale.
This state needs a new police colonel.
Leonard adds he opposes implicit bias training for police. He also wants to bring more productivity to the state capitol, working with both sides to combat division. He says his prior record is clear.
When I was Speaker, one of my top priorities was getting rid of driver responsibility fees here in the state of Michigan. Open records and FOIA reform. That was a big issue for me when I was the House Speaker. I've got a strong track record of not only working across the aisle, but also getting things done.
Leonard says he draws inspiration from Detroit Lions football coach Dan Campbell. He believes in grit, hard work, and solving problems to lead our state. So interesting to hear all the candidates. We asked them all the same questions, same amount of airtime, and each one has their own unique perspective.
Wonderful. So we're definitely being fair, and that's number 9
yes.
right there, right?
Yes.
So also in his plan, he's talking about lowering property taxes. A lot of people talk about that, especially in Detroit.
Yeah, he talked about the affordable housing crisis, and when someone sells a house to a new party, the property taxes go up.
Yes.
He wants to see the legislators address that so that they don't jump up, so that housing is more affordable.
A lot of people will be happy to hear that. All right, good job.